Riders, and welcome back to Riding Reviews. Today we are at Motorcycle Live. We're going to be doing a walk around just to see what is new. There's been a couple of updates to my channel. Obviously, I am now not working for Cheap Bikes R Us or Yamazaki. I am currently working for Triumph as their parts and workshop manager. This is pure Triumph woven, so if you want to try it, come and see me. But anyway, we're going to have a quick look around the Motorcycle Live and see what they've got going on this year. I think I might get one of them to go to work. That's Harley Davidson's. Not 100% sure what the audio quality is like.
Look like a slave, ain't got no money, don't spend it all on this. Got a girl at home that I call baby, yeah, she looks nice, looking when I one of the reasons just won't leave. She was trying to take to friend.
Go over and see Motorcycle News. As I say, I'm not 100% sure on the audio quality. It is very loud here. So we're going to go into the MotoGP stall. That's a model I haven't seen before. The Keyway X-Lite. Into a spec. $11 brake horsepower. That's a bit on the lower of the end of the speed. So for a 125, they should be no more than, I think it's 14.5 horsepower. At that sort of price, really, potentially, maybe they should be have a little bit more power on that one. Benelli. Again, this one's got quite a low power output. 11 horsepower at 2,299 pounds. So what? Oh no, it's an oil-cooled engine. Some of the motorcycle engines coming out of China now, they offer in the 14.4 horsepower. Something like this with that sort of engine in it would go really, really nice. You'd probably get somewhere in the 75 to 80 miles an hour out of something like that. There's not a lot I can do about it at the minute, but hopefully the audio isn't terrible. So this one's got a little bit more power, but you are paying a little bit more. 13.4 horsepower is still 1 horsepower under the maximum you can have as a 125.
I like these little things. Yeah.
This one's a Piaggio 125, 13.4 horsepower at £2,999. Thank you, passerby, for informing me about that. The MGB electric scooter. $50cc equivalent, 1,200 watts electric, 1,499. It looks like they're coming down a little bit now. That's on the lower end of the electric 50cc market. Thanks for the like. This one's 2,000 watt, similar thing. If it was me, I'd probably go for the G1 over the E345. Just because a little bit more power helps. Thank you. This one's an NHT 125 made by Sim. But this one is fairly low horsepower, 10.7. Is a air-cooled engine. Yeah, all these ones are small capacity bikes, 125 and 50 cc's. As we move around Motorcycle Live, we will be going up to the higher capacities. And Zontes, I know, have got some nice bikes out there, and so have Triumph, and we're going to have a look at Kawasaki and Honda, Suzuki and whatnot. I imagine this stream's probably going to be about 2 hours, if my phone lasts. Orbit 50cc, 3 horsepower, again standard for a 50cc motorcycle. Well, stick with me and we will see what we can do. I don't currently work for smaller capacities. In my past, I have done a lot of repairs, maintenance and servicing, PDIs on these bikes in particular, as I used to work for Yamazaki. I don't work for them anymore. I am now the sales and parts, after sales and parts and workshop manager for Triumph. So we will be going on to do quite a lot of videos on Triumphs, I guess. Zontes, I've had a word with the lady there. Her name is Linda. And apparently they are starting to do a little bit more promotion on YouTube. So they stated that they'll be sending me out some bikes. So we'll be able to do some reviews on the Zontes. A couple of their videos I have 90,000 views on, so they are quite popular on this channel. If there's anything that you guys want me to stop and have a look a little bit closer at, just give me a shout. I will do my best. the Big King. I had to go the other day on a Triumph Rocket 3, 2,500 cc. It pulls all right, but it's not the mass. It's not a sports bike, so it's got loads of torque, but it's not really made for top end speed. But I haven't actually had to go on the Hayabusa. I want to. Yeah, because of moving jobs and settling into my new role, my YouTube and TikTok and whatnot, I had to take a little bit of a back foot, just because needs must. TRK 702. Nice. So the 702X, 6,899 pounds. 51 kilowatts of power, 69 horsepower, and 70 newton meters of torque. It's not bad for that price. I don't know if people can tell at the minute, but not so much here. But there has been quite a downturn on motorcycles as of late. People aren't buying as they used to. We'll be having a look at the 700 Zontes later on. That marquee is quite a way away. So Rally 300, 292cc, 21 horsepower, 25 newton meters of torque, 6-speed. People are saying that the UK is getting rid of petrol bikes, but it's not going to happen. The electric facilities aren't there yet. The bikes ranges for the electric aren't there yet. And the only way that that's ever going to happen really is when you get the hydrogen bikes out there and the infrastructure to support that. Because it's all about emissions. And if you look at the statistics, with electric vehicles, the manufacturer is still massively inefficient. So you could be riding your electric car, your Tesla, for 10 to 15 years before you have offset the emissions. That's a unique light. Turbocharged. Here we have Keyway's most successful bike, the Keyway Superlight 125cc. Very, very basic, but the numbers are there. He's sold a lot of bikes over the last 14 years, and other than the EFI stuff, it hasn't actually changed a lot. Nor have I. I never heard of Bender either. It looks a nice, unique bike. Let's have a look at the spec. It looks like a new release because they won't let you sit on it. So this is probably a show bike. Indeed you do. They should really put a 15 horsepower water-cooled bike engine in that bike, but it's not going to happen. If you've got a bike that you keep on selling and you don't have to modify, why would you? So this bike is made by LFC, sorry. 700 liquid cooled 4-cylinder, 4-stroke, 16 valve. It's not too bad. Power output's there. Torque is there for this displacement. There's a lot of weird names out there. Well, why don't we do a little bit of a competition? What's the weirdest named bike you've ever seen? Data 2. One thing that I've noticed working for Triumph is every single new bike is data tagged via Data 2. I'm not trying to be a promoter here, but I'm just stating. Right, have a look at some big stuff now. We'll have a look at the Indians. Trying to get this camera to work properly. All new 101 Scout. 1,200cc, 109 newton meters of torque. That's a fair bit. 6-speed manual, 80 kilowatts of power. But there is that price. So after we've finished recording this, it will update on YouTube, and then the quality will be a lot better, I guess. I haven't actually seen the quality myself. This is the first time I've done a live stream. I think the video quality gets buffed by YouTube, and then afterwards it'll upload it in HD. You want me to stop and have a better look at some? Just give us a shout and I will do. Nice bit of bike porn. I'll probably get demonetized for that comment. I didn't notice that. $118 Newton meters of torque, 91 kilowatts of power. That's got a lot of torque. 18,395 pounds. All right, let's move on. Yamaha. (2025) MT09, 87.5 kilowatts of power, 890 cc, 93 newton meters of torque. There's definitely a market out there now for Kawasaki, Suzuki, Honda, and whatnot, but you'll find that the Chinese bikes are now catching up on quality. And what they don't really like to tell you is quite a lot of these bikes are made in India, Taiwan, and China. I know quite a lot of the small capacity bikes, all small capacity Hondas under 400 cc's, are now made in China. The engine are made by a factory called Zhongsheng. And the company that I used to work for, Yamazaki, all their engines were also made in that factory. MT10. I would ask them to do test rides and loan me a bike. At the minute, because of the popularity of my channel and I've only got under 10,000 subscribers, they would tell me to go away. I've got to compete with MCN, which I can't do. Why you say that? Could it look like a bug eye?
Well, yeah, it already did. I still have longer.
Squinting at you. Just a little note for you guys: if you're bringing your bikes in for any servicing, please give them a wash. The amount of people to bring their bikes in like this is a lot. Yeah, I can agree with that. Do you, by any chance, what do you think at the minute is the best motorcycle manufacturer out there? Comment below. We'll have a discussion. And what they're best for. Nice 690cc. Yeah. The question was, what do you think is the best motorcycle manufacturer out there and why? Which one's your baby? The Trekker 7?
That's what we saw. That's what we ever saw.
All right.
Okay.
We'll follow the crowds. Before the last headlights were weird, look at these ones.
We'll have to get a big screen.
Zoom in.
Bigger screen.
Trekker 9 GT.
Second distance.
Again, weird lights. Trekker 9 GT.
It's just a new colour. Yeah. It's nice, isn't it?
You're on YouTube. You're on live. What's with the lights?
The lights are LED matrix headlights.
All right. Okay.
So there's a camera,
Yeah.
which monitors the road in front of you.
Yep.
And what it'll do is, unlike some cars have got things where they dip the beam, what this will do is it'll monitor the road in front. You're turning into a corner, it'll illuminate the side of the road so you can see where you're going. Go around the corner with you. If a car comes the other way, it will just illuminate their side of the road.
All right.
So
Okay.
what it means is you still get high beam on
Yeah.
the side of the road. So you get just better visibility.
All right. Cool.
First on a first on a motorcycle.
Is that why they're so wide apart then?
I think that's part of it. If you look, there's loads of different LEDs and they're all pointing at different angles.
Oh, okay.
So you can illuminate different parts of the road.
Cool. Thank you very much. I bought a little while ago a Kawasaki GPX 600 from a YouTube subscriber actually. So I bought from him that bike and an electric scooter for £158. 3 years later, 3 MOTs later, that bike is still on the road and it is still my main motorcycle transport. So you can't argue with the statistics of that. Also, it's got 45,000 miles on the clock. I guess the thing is nowadays is they've been doing headlights for the last 100 years. At some point you've got to do something slightly different. To be fair, they're going to have to, because if the prices aren't competitive with the Chinese manufacturers, eventually it's going to happen the same as what happened with the English bikes. People are just going to price them out. So what we're going through at the minute with the Chinese manufacturers is exactly the same as what the English manufacturers went through with the Japanese. Everybody didn't like it. Everybody said that the Japanese bikes were atrocious and nobody liked them. And then over time, cost took over. So bike made in England cannot be economically viable properly. So they just price themselves out of the market, and that's not necessarily the motorcycle manufacturer that's the issue. It's usually the politics of the country that they're doing it from. So take England, for instance, they're just pricing themselves out of the market. You can't compete with Taiwan, India, or anywhere like that on price because we just pay too many taxes. There is definitely an argument out there for making it so UK pay only tax on purchases and not everything else, but they're never going to do that. Yes, they could, as you say, win on quality, but there is a fine line between quality and overpricing, and it's very hard to figure that one out. Now for today, I'm just going to concentrate on the motorcycles. I'm not going to concentrate on the peripherals because otherwise we'll be here forever. And I'm not sure how many people are going to want to watch me look at helmets. So, Yamaha. Here's another question for you guys. What do you think about the electric bikes? Do you think that the UK is ready for them? Or do you think that there's still a way to go? The main thing with the electric vehicles, especially the cheaper ones, is they only have one stage charging, which can take upwards of 8 hours to charge a bike, and then they've got a range of 30 miles. So what do you think about that? There is something to be said about Chinese bikes and quality control. Not all Chinese bikes have the same quality control as the Japanese bikes, but they are getting better all the time. When I came into the industry 10 years ago, the bikes weren't that good, but now they all come in with fuel injection, ABS, traction control, and quick shifters and stuff like that, all which have massive tolerance with requirements for the system to work. So by default, they have to make it better because otherwise it just won't work. I agree. I really like Zonti's quality. Some of my reviews for their bikes have got upwards of 75,000 views, and I have reviewed a fair few of them. Now, there's something to be said about like a Zonti's G1 and a Zonti's, I can't remember the name of it, the 9 horsepower air-cooled bikes. So the old Tigers, that's the ones. There's something to be said about the difference between them two bikes because there is a massive difference. Take horsepower, for instance, one of them had 9 and the other one had 14.4. So yeah, there's a massive difference in those. The thing that some people don't understand nowadays is every device, every component, every vehicle made by man has the ability to fail. That's why people don't like me saying this. I don't know why, but that's why most things nowadays come with a warranty. Suzuki gone for a similar sort of headlights. I don't know if they're active control like the gentleman said a minute ago. 112 kilowatts, 152 PS, 106 newton meters of torque, 1000 cc. A high boost.
I think PS is
Take a test ride today. Present Suzuki 2004 GSXR 1000 Superbike.
no way. That's so nice.
Depends. So there's a couple of things. So Mr. Banks, there's a couple of things that you've got to notice when buying a bike. Some of them they come with 2 years warranty, some come with 4. So take Triumphs for instance. If you buy a brand new bike, it comes with 2 years warranty, and you can buy extended warranty after that. Are you going to save a massive amount of money? Yes, you are. I would say buy second hand as long as the bike still comes with some sort of warranty, because you will save yourself many thousands of pounds. Turbocharged Suzuki Hayabusa. That looks like a massively comfortable bike to ride. Yeah. I don't think that would be my cup of tea. I'm getting a bit older, I guess. I like a little bit of comfort on my bikes. I'm getting a bit achy now. I'll hold this thing up for 40 minutes. We'll auction it off. Just say you've got something to dream about later. I'll put you in the riding position. You go. Just think you could be going wherever it is, 180 miles an hour. But not today. 82 compliant, 394cc, 4-stroke single cylinder liquid cooled, double overhead cam, 5 speed. No problem. I don't know why people are putting 5-speed gearboxes on anymore. I know you get more torque, but everything's gone into fuel economy now, isn't it? Everybody's coming out with these adventure bikes now. I'd like to know how much the top boxes are on this. The ones for Triumph are, I think, about £1,000 for the panniers. 790 something, I believe, but then you got to buy a fitting kit. Alright, moving on. We go have a look at BSAs.
I think it's 29 quid, it's your ticket for the
Six 652cc, 55 newton torque, 45 brake horsepower.
I think it's the same. Very similar to that, isn't it? Yeah.
These are completely different kettle of fish. You don't need out and out power on these sort of bikes. These are for cruising. We kept a lot of the old stylings in with these ones. Vintage. Classic chic, I guess. This one's a Union Jack. Gold stuff. Legacy edition, £5,499. This one's the same, 55 millimeters of torque at 45 horsepower.
On Facebook, going on to the BSA Phantom Facebook page, and maybe if you can get a picture on it online and say, has anyone got one of these? There will be someone out there that's got one. That's going to be the best way. Facebook, social media is the most powerful thing to use nowadays. But you're not going to get parts for that bike. There's going to be no department, sitting there like sell that part, right? Oh, wait, sorry.
Right. Moving on. Another vintage classic, Norton.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess some of the problems when it comes to Chinese versus Japanese bikes again is the stealing of intellectual property. So say Kawasaki, Honda, or Suzuki will go and put millions of pounds into R&D, and in China the copyright laws are not the same. So generally for blueprints, it's the government who actually own the molds or the blueprints for the bikes, and then whoever wants to manufacture them has to rent the blueprints and the rights off of the government themselves. So when it comes to that sort of thing, obviously people are going to have they're going to have a lot of I'm going to get my words out right. Lots of stuff is going to get stolen. So all the small capacity engines are essentially a copy of something else. Apart from the massively high powered ones, China's starting to developing their own stuff. And to be fair, some of the new stuff that's coming out is really nice.
It's all carbon fiber, that's the exact same height.
Oh, it's sensitive.
It's just painted over in silver. It's a 1200cc.
£2,195 push bike, essentially. I do like my electric vehicles, and I like to make them and mess about with them a little bit. In regards to these, getting one of these for a 14-year-old to get to and from school, probably a good idea. Is it going to end up saving you money in the long run? Maybe. They haven't put any specifications here, but I wonder what the range is on these. And I wonder if you can pedal them even if they are... Yeah, if you can pedal them regardless of whether they got power or not. 2,100. So let's have a look at Honda. Honda Rebel, CMX 500. CMX 1000T. Honda CMX 1100 SE.
So good.
CL 500. Forza 750. That one looks a little bit like a scooter. Maybe it's a hybrid. Forza 350. That is a scooter. Forza 125. CBR 5-blade. CBR 500. Yes, he is definitely older generation. Originally, that's why I started this YouTube channel in the first place, trying to convince more younger generation to come in.
So this is
See, that's something nice, the old cub. When I was younger, they used to call them the plastic chicken. And I ended up driving one of those over a field one day. Went to jump over a little river. Broke my arm in 3 places. On the monkey bikes. Well, monkey bikes are good. Yeah, but when you hit that second gear, they want to wheelie, which I guess is still good. MSX125. Max power 7.3 kilowatts. That's really low. Camera going a bit wonky. What about? Which one was the best looking one yet? What, me? CB1000 Hornet. Right, we're going to go over to Fantic now. Fantic are also part of the Zontes group. So they Zontes now bring in Peugeot, Fantic, and Zontes. Nice 2 strokes. I wouldn't mind doing some off-road stuff, but the problem is there isn't anywhere to bloody do it. And every time you find somewhere, they want £45 for an hour to use your own bike. Fantic and Zontes are like the, I think Fantic is made in Italy or assembled in Italy, and Zontes is Chinese brand, but the higher end of Chinese market. They come out in higher horsepower, like 15.4, which is a UK legal limit for a 125. I haven't had to go on any Fantics, to be fair, but I go on a lot of Zontes. Well, I think all the 2 strokes are off-road. I think, from what I've heard, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe you can now make a 2-stroke on-road vehicle anymore. They just don't comply with the new Euro 5.5. So this one is the max you can get for a 125 in the UK, 15 horsepower, That should get you somewhere. That one is not finished. That one's one of those new kids pedalless push bikes. I bet this would be quite a nice ride. It's very small, very light, and got a really high output engine. But one big problem. Look at how much tyre shines on that. That'll make you slip all over the bloody place. Again, 11 kilowatt hours, 15 horsepower, 6 speed. Is that better? I think it goes off at 1 hour. We've been recording now for 1 hour. No. This my battery. So it turns out my lavalier mic is only good for 1 hour and then runs out of juice. I don't know how good the phone camera, the phone microphone is going to be, but we will find out. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, that's cool. I am going to buy some DJI mic kit, but at the minute it's a little bit expensive. I spent too much money on fixing my car this month. The DJI kit cost £200, but they're supposed to be really good. We'll have a look at Peugeot in a minute. Let's go and have a look at Zontes. Moto 2 Aaron Canet 2024. So here's a brand new release for this year, the Zonte Super Adventure. Apparently, here's the spec. one also comes with quick shifter, additional tanks on the back, looks like, and you can get luggage as well. Zontes GK, ZT350 GK. I believe the I'm not sure on the CC. I think it's a 700cc. Doesn't actually specify. I think the Zontes were the first ones to come out with a really good Chinese bike, and then the other companies started to follow them. So the G1, the GK, and the U are all really good 125cc bikes. Okay. See you next time, dude. I'm not sure what's going on with Vogue in the UK. They were bought in by Lexmoto, then they were bought in by WK, and now WK has stopped doing motorcycles, so they're just doing off-road stuff. The ZT125 Z2. I haven't seen this one. So just so you know, that lady there, her name is Linda, and Linda said she's going to lend us some bikes to do some reviews on. So it's on the internet now, she can't change her mind. I do have a full video review on this one on my YouTube channel, which is a Zonte ZT125U G1, sorry. Sorry, Kevin. Thank you. What's this one now, babe?
You want it in a competition, mate?
Zonte ZT350T. Which one was your first bike? The G1?
But you are still going to do it again.
This one's a U1, it's a new colour scheme. We've got a Honda derived tubeless tyres. I think they were actually first done by BMW. Did it sustain it the 70 miles an hour all right, or did you have to rev the nuts off of it? Zonti ZT125D scooter.
Any Newcastle Sunderland?
Right, I'm going to pop off for a little bit. I'll be back in approximately an hour or so. I'm just going to go and get some lunch and rest my arm because it's starting to bloody ache. Been holding this camera up now for 1 hour and 11 minutes. So I will see you shortly. See you later, Jordan. See you later, Daddy Stu. I've first got to figure out how to get out of this.